This is Luke, Senior Editor with Digital Trends, and we're here in New York City checking out everything that Dell is announcing this week. And there is a mind-boggling amount of new products. Everything from brand new XPS laptops to Alienware and even some kind of far-out experimental concepts, the kind of thing you only get around this time of year. So let's go check it all out. So Dell has a number of different rooms set up here, lots of new products in different lines, but the flagship's always going to be XPS. And this year Dell has a completely new laptop in the lineup, the XPS 13 Plus, and it's a complete redesign. Looks way different than the XPS 13 of previous years. The Dell XPS 13 Plus takes the familiar and celebrated design of the XPS 13 as its foundation, but as I said, it makes some pretty drastic changes as well. The materials are all new, out with the carbon fiber weave and in with a more conventional aluminum, as is the keyboard. The keycaps are bigger now, and they stretch out to the very edges of the chassis. So what's so controversial? Well, for one, it doesn't have a headphone jack anymore. It also has replaced the standard function row of keys with these capacitive touch buttons, which is similar enough to the old MacBook Pros to rub people the wrong way. The XPS 13 Plus does claim to have improved performance though, using a new 12th gen Intel 28-watt processor, but we'll have to see how that performs against laptops that actually have discrete graphics. And then moving on to gaming, Dell also has a bunch of new Alienware announcements, the biggest of which is probably this, the Alienware X14, which is now the smallest Alienware gaming laptop in the lineup. 14-inch gaming laptops have become increasingly popular, especially for gamers who want a laptop that can just as easily be used for work as for play. The Alienware X14 certainly still looks like a true Alienware laptop, but it's just been shrunken down to a smaller size and it's now powered by USB-C. Other big Alienware announcements this year include this, a first of its kind gaming monitor, the Alienware 34, which sports one of Samsung's new quantum dot OLED panels, which are just this year starting to roll out on TVs. Of course, stretched out to an ultra-wide curved form factor, and it even comes up to a 175 Hz refresh rate. No price on this yet, but it's certainly exciting to see the latest and greatest tech come to gaming monitors early instead of having to wait for years and years. There's also a couple of concepts that Alienware brought to the event, both of which are not guaranteed to become real products, but are intriguing nonetheless. Concept Polaris, for example, is an external GPU enclosure mocked up in that gorgeous Alienware style, and then there's this, which is the most experimental announcement from Dell this year, Concept Nyx. This takes game streaming and imagines how that might play out in the context of a home full of gamers. Essentially, it's a big server that lets you seamlessly move from gaming on your PC to your TV and back again, taking your entire game library wherever you go and without ever losing your progress in a game. You can even bring your separate game to a TV and split screen with someone playing an entirely different game. Now there's something you haven't seen before, which is really what CES is all about. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. To keep up with everything we've got going with CES this year, make sure to like this video first of all, and then also subscribe to our channel for more content coming from Digital Trends.